Welcome, everybody. So I see we've got, now I haven't been here in a while, but I see I see familiar faces and new faces. So welcome, this is the Wednesday Web Jam. This is, what number are we at, Anupa? 36?
36.
36. Okay, so that means we've got
9 months.
16 more until we hit a year. So today we are experimenting with going mobile. Hopefully you are all, most of you are mobile. I see some of you are at home. That's fine. But we're gonna ask people to log in from a mobile device. And some of you might be able to broadcast video. That's great. Just a warning for anybody in the EU, we are recording this. So you should know that your image and voice will be recorded if you have your camera and your audio on, your microphone on. So I just want to make sure you're all aware of that. If you're uncomfortable with being recorded, you can turn off your video and your microphone. Okay, I think we should get started. All right, we're gonna go mobile.
I see it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you all to mute yourselves just for a moment, for a little bit, and I'll give you the instructions. Can we go to the next slide, please, Sanupa? All right, so as many of you have been here before know, this is the Wednesday Web Jam is a very experimental format where we try new ways of engaging and collaborating online across vast distances. We have people here from India and other parts of Asia, all over Europe, Africa, South America, and the US and North America. I don't think we've had anybody log in from Antarctica yet, but maybe that's a goal. Today, we are going, if everybody could mute their things. I'm getting a lot of heavy nasal breathing, which I don't think anybody needs. So today we are going to break into pairs. I'm gonna put you guys in breakout rooms with one other person, and you guys are gonna explore together. And we want you to get to know each other and discuss your surroundings, right? I know some of you are in places where it's dark, so you'll have to do your best to, describe where you're going. Please look out if you're somebody like Vibke, who's or Anupa, and it's really dark out. I don't want you to trip over anything or walk down some dark alley and get mugged. So please be safe. Don't walk into a busy street while you're on your mobile device. We do not want to be one of those places that records death or an accident on YouTube or on Zoom. That would be bad. So after we give you about 15 minutes or so to explore together, we're going to bring you back and discuss that. And then we're going to send you into breakout rooms with 4 people. Okay, so it's a very simple format. It's really about sharing our surroundings and getting to know one another. And I hope you will enjoy that. I'm about to go in and set up the breakout rooms. Just a moment. Okay.
We also want you guys to talk about what it's like to connect the outside world to the inside world, to connect the online space to the virtual space. Just think about, we've all been cooped up inside for so many months. This is a chance for us to take a walk together.
Wait a second. Interesting. Hang on. I just need to do recreate. Oh, okay. How many people do we have, Anupa? I just need to make sure we have the right number of breakout rooms.
Just hang on.
I see people in the waiting room. I'm going to let them in.
We have about 30 people right now.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to create 15 breakout rooms. Okay, I'm going to move you all into breakout rooms now. please accept breakout rooms. And I'm gonna stay in here with Anupa. If anybody gets lost, you can come back to the main room and I'll send you off somewhere else. Have a good time. Watch where you're going. So there might be a button on your screen that says go to breakout room. You're gonna have to hit that button. Jeffrey, do you see, oh, Jeffrey's gone. Danny, do you see a button? Oh, Alonka's in a room by herself. Anupa, okay,
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey, you're,
A button came up, but I missed it.
okay, Jeff, let me see where you're supposed to go. Oh, Anupa, I see you got, I'm gonna put Jeffrey, oh, Jeffrey, I'm gonna move you into room 3, hang on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, try that. Now, did you get a button to go to room 3? Yeah, you look, you might have to close a window. Okay, Colin, looks like Colin's here. And I don't know who 202 is. Alonka's in a room by herself. Oh, Emil.
He's
Oh.
just coming right now.
I see Emil and Colin. Let me see, and Alonka's in a room by herself. Let me see if I can move Alonka to a room with one person. Room 9, here we go. There we go. Yeah, you know what happened, Anupa, is because you're in here, you know, it calculated differently. So it puts you in a room.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna move you. Can I move you to room? No, I can't. Okay.
Yeah. One thing, Steve,
tried-
the
Yeah.
problem is that once I share screen, I can't post anything on the chat. So I've just asked Ezekiel if he can, you know, if he can share the screen once he comes back. So if you can
Okay.
just send him another message as well.
Okay, here's some people who are unassigned. Let me assign them.
Yeah.
What room were you assigned to? 14. Colin. Okay. I'm going to broadcast a message to everybody. Where do I do that? Alonka, I can't hear you. You're on mute. Hello?
We can't hear you. You're on me.
On mute. I was
Yeah,
alone in my room.
Yes, I tried to
So-
put you. So I tried to put you in a room with Colin, and you might have gotten another message. I'm going to try to. It's okay. You can. Why don't you guys explore with us, because Anupa and I aren't here. Colin and Emil, can you turn on your video?
We can just explore in our mind, like we can talk about what is, you know, moving around, what is being mobile. Like, I mean, that's what I was thinking about, that being mobile, because if I can't go out, maybe I can do post-its, or, you know, because being mobile means you can go anywhere.
Yes. Well, I would like to show you the building I'm in. You
Oh,
want
wow.
to see?
Yes.
I'm in a very, very old building. Let's see.
Where are
Turn
you
around.
located right now?
I'm in Rotterdam,
Oh,
in the
lovely.
Netherlands.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's a really old building with an amazing ceiling. When in daylight, you can see the daylight from the ceiling. And it's an old, it's called the Elevator House.
Oh,
And it's from, you can see here, the mark from the old building
It's
where they
beautiful
used to.
marble. The marble is
Yes,
beautiful.
it's all marble, and I can't show you the room where the directors and the managers used to, because it's taken at the moment. But I can show you a bit around.
Is this your apartment or is this your workspace? What are you?
I sub-rent a desk in this place.
Oh, okay.
So my company is here, and I rent it from a partner company.
Okay.
So that's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's very
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
gorgeous. Where do we
was-
find such architecture anymore?
No, and it's in Rotterdam, which makes it very special because Rotterdam was bombed during the Second World War. I'm now going to the basement, and there used to be a bank in this building. So I'm going to show you. There's this large,
Oh, a
the
big
place
vault.
where they put the
Yeah.
things they were very valuable.
Yeah, we call that a vault.
A vault.
Yeah.
Let's see, or the original vault.
Oh,
Very
nice.
old sign from the vault.
Dordrecht.
In the Netherlands. So
I
that's
bet
what
that
I
was-
can show you.
I bet the money for that bank came from a lot of shipping money, right? All the
Yes,
all
it
the
was because
trade
the-
from all over the world, all that money and goods brought back there, and because that I'm sure. I mean, that marble is it Rotterdam. I actually have a friend had a friend in Germany in the 90s who was sold granite, and we went to Rotterdam to see the blocks. I mean, we're talking, blocks as bigger than a car of granite in the Rotterdam port. So I imagine that they, in Rotterdam, they've got places with marble and granite
yes.
all packed together. And
So
that's
this
nice.
is it's called the Scheepvaartkwartier where I'm at. So this is the place in the harbor
Okay.
where all the, the big companies were through the centuries. And you can see the harbor, the small harbor, not the big harbor from here.
Right.
So now I'm outside.
Yeah. Looks like kind of Christmas lights are up. I see.
Yes, from on the ships in the harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, those are lights on the masts and things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Ilonka,
beautiful.
you've truly taken us outside as well. So even we are mobile with you. So you can be mobile while being stationary. I think that's a new concept now.
Yes, it is.
To all of us, like when you're in another country, like when I travel and I'm like showing the place around to somebody on the mobile or on my iPad. So it's always, you're creating another scenario through your
Yes,
own
it is.
experience.
So here you can see the lights that you saw at the distance, somebody running. And, the bigger buildings from the other side. So you can see the building of the Port of Rotterdam.
Oh, this is lovely.
Nice.
So I really love that my office is here because it's a really lovely place to stay. All the old buildings. And it's a special place in Rotterdam because of the bombing in the Second World War. A lot of it isn't old anymore.
Yeah.
So that makes it really special.
Right.
So where are you at?
Well, I'm in Washington, D.C., but
Mhm.
the picture behind me is a forest in Western Washington State, where I was about a year and a half ago. But today, where I am, it's partly cloudy and sunny. It's about 11:15 in the morning. It's it's a little chilly. It's maybe about 5 or 6 degrees out.
Mhm.
I still have a lot of leaves on my lawn that I have to rake up.
Oh, it's good to leave them there.
Oh no, I know. I do leave some, but I have a lot. I mean, I have 2 giant trees in my front yard. I have a maple tree and an oak tree. So So
Oh, that's nice.
if I left all of them, all the grass would die. So
Oh, that's not good.
and in our city, you rake the leaves to the curb and you put them right along the edge of the road. And then once a month, the city comes by with a giant vacuum. It's a huge truck, and they have a big tube that comes out of it. And a guy walks around and vacuums up all the leaves that you leave in the street.
Okay.
Which is interesting when you're on the phone on a call like this, and they go by and they're running, a 4-ton vacuum outside your house. It's quite noisy, but yep. And today my kids have off from school, so they're off either playing. I mean, one of them's at a skateboard park and they're doing different things. And tomorrow here in the US, we have a big holiday. Oh, that's a nice view there.
Yes.
Oh,
Is that the harbor?
We have
Yes,
a
this is
strike
the harbor.
tomorrow.
So that's the famous bridge of Rotterdam you see in the distance with the red light.
Oh, nice. Now, Rotterdam is still quite a bit inland, isn't it? You have to access the sea through some canals and things, right?
Yes, and that because the harbor is really big. So yes, it's not a canal, but I think it's just a really big harbor and a really big entrance from the sea to Rotterdam. I'm going to close my coat, so I'm going to lay down the phone for a bit.
Okay.
Sanupa, how are you?
I'm good. I'm in the city of Calcutta. It's located in the east part of India. So as you can see in my screen, it's quite a busy city.
Yes.
And yeah, there are lots of people, and according to so Steve just asked me the weather, and I said it was slightly chilly. So he said, what's the temperature for chilly? So I said, yeah, it's about 19 degrees, and we had a good laugh about it.
Yeah. When it's 19 degrees, I go outside in short sleeves and shorts. We just got a new person in, Deepshika. Welcome. Are you there?
Everyone. Yes. And
Can
then,
can we see you?
oh no, maybe not.
Oh, okay. Where?
Just tell us where you're from.
Yeah, I'm from India, Central India to be precise. And yeah.
And how you what is it that you're bringing to us today in this mobile session? Are you bringing us your thoughts? Are you bringing us your what are you bringing us?
Okay, that's an interesting question. I think I'll have to. My question before answering that would be just to know the objective of this particular session. And then I'll tell.
So, so this is a different kind of session. We're looking at taking the WWJ outside. So everybody's on their mobile, walking around, exploring the city, exploring their environment. But however, if people can't go outside, we're just asking them to, describe something about what they think is mobile, and something that you can share about your experience.
Right. Yeah. I think what I'm bringing then is what I have been, maybe not the solutions, but as what are the challenges I've been facing around this topic. One is, of course, when you have so much of screen time, then how do you take a break? Because earlier, when you have to take a break, you just binge watch Netflix and chill. But then now, what do you do on weekends, and how do you say? And especially, how do you basically how do you have your vacation and non-screen time, and also different formats I'm always interested in. So what's beyond just I love attending workshops, but then what's beyond the Zoom format? What else? Just the Miro boards, and what else? Yeah.
That's what we're trying to explore in this session. And Steve here has, Steve, why don't you tell us what you were thinking about while making this session?
Well, to be fair, I was not the original creator of this session. I'm Mark Bolick, who's my partner, business colleague here, thought of it, and he's one of the founders of the Web Jam. We thought it was just a way to get people to, we're trying to bridge the barrier between virtual and real life, right? And we're all working from home these days. We're doing so many meetings online, as you talked about, Deepshika. And by the way, am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, perfectly right.
Okay, great, thank you. So we wanted to explore our surroundings and connect one another with our homes, right? To show them our outdoor surroundings and talk about the things we're experiencing in real life instead of just being confined to the virtual world. So that's what we're trying to do. I don't know where you are right now, if you're inside your home or outside. Ilonka, if you can see, I don't know if you can see on your screen, but Ilonka's showing us a beautiful, I don't know if I would call it a sunset, I guess, when Ilonka, now I see the bridge, but now she's panning to the west, and you can see that beautiful twilight or dusk in the distance, that orangey pinkish glow on the horizon. And Ilonka's in Rotterdam, so she's showing us the port area of Rotterdam, the harbor. And Colin's here too, but Colin, I don't know if you can hear us, you haven't said anything. We're about to bring everybody back. So Deepshika, you joined a little late. Everybody's off in breakout rooms, and you're about to see me bring everybody back, which means there'll be a screen full of faces. We've got about 30 or more people in here. So I'm gonna close the rooms now.
Steve, one thing, can you share or should I share after this?
If you wouldn't mind sharing, that would be great.
The only issue is that then I can't put in our chat prompts. So if you could share.
Oh, the thing. Okay. Yeah, just, you know what? Can you send that to me on WhatsApp and then I'll share it?
Yeah. Sure.
Welcome back, people. Cecile, you look like you're in a cage. Okay, sorry.
I'm here. It started raining, so I'm just going to move in a little bit.
Where are you, Cecile?
It's in Durban, South Africa, and it's a nature conservation area.
Oh, beautiful.
So very green.
Yeah.
And it's past 6 now, almost 6:30, so it's getting a little bit
enjoyed
dark.
walking in London with you.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. I know some people got sent to had some alone time and maybe had trouble getting off. We were not trying to punish you or isolate you. It's just the way Zoom broke up people. So hopefully, I'd like everybody, does anybody want to share? If you can all keep yourselves on mute unless you're going to speak. I'd like to hear what that was like for you. Can anybody share a reaction to that or a story to that? How did that differ from the usual Wednesday Web Jam? How do you feel about this? Louise, do you want to tell us something about your experience? Well, you're inside. Take yourself off mute if you're going to talk.
I'm back inside because it's cold outside. And I was out in the snow and it's snowing. So I brought an umbrella and I'll show you the back here. It's so nice.
Where are you, Louise?
I'm in Canada, in
Okay.
the capital city. So it's the first time that I actually did a walk and a talk on the phone while going out, and that was kind of fun. It was a bit awkward holding the umbrella, but it was really interesting. And the person I was talking with was in Portugal, in this beautiful space and gardens and green, and oh, winter is beautiful, but I love green. I love color. So that was really nice. And it was really nice. We were saying it was just really nice to connect with other people around the world who have a similar interest. And so I really enjoyed today. Really fun. Thank you.
Good. Anybody else? Did anybody have a, how did this feel? Anybody else have a reaction?
Yeah, I would like, oh.
Union?
I am fine, guys. I am fine. I wanted to share with you that I had a nice chat with Choco, and even in my native language together with her. And it's really nice to be able to show these statues here in Scheveningen, and introducing her to my town, to my neighborhood.
Great.
It's different, yes.
Hey, Steve, I think we're seeing your slides still. You want to stop sharing, maybe?
Okay, I think Nupa, can you stop sharing?
Yeah.
Does anybody, now we are hoping that people can share some of the pictures they're seeing on the Instagram page. Anupa and I are going to, Anupa, did you send me the?
Yeah, I'm just going to pop in a chat, an Instagram link of our WWJ. If you could, just click a picture of your surrounding and just hashtag it WWJ mobile. So then, we can repost it and share it and, talk about your story. So it'll be nice to just show the whole world that where we were all clocking in from.
So,
did you already post it in the chat?
Yeah, I'm just doing it right now.
Okay, thanks, Sanupa. So, Steve, I thought it was really interesting. I've walked this park many times, and I noticed things I didn't notice before, because I was kind of conscious of the fact that I was the eyes of Jasmine, who was in London. So I really think it's really cool. We both went on walks, and we just like right in familiar areas, and we both noticed things that we didn't notice before. So it's really cool.
that's great. Does anybody else have what I like about this format is you're learning things about each other's space and each other's homes. And we're trying to break through that virtual barrier. We're not just sitting behind a screen. I'm looking at people's videos. I'd like to ask Marlies, where are you?
Hello, everyone. At this moment, I'm walking in Amstelveen, which is very close to Amsterdam.
Okay.
And I had a very nice talk with Yonda from Nigeria. And I was actually looking at this very pretty garden, very lush, very green, lots of leaves. And as you can see from here, at this moment, all the leaves have dropped. And it's, the nature is in autumn time, it's getting winter, it's cold, like in Scheveningen, I guess, yeah. So, but it's beautiful, and it's very nice sharing the environment together and to feel part of. I could see Nigeria from different eyes, new country to me. Yeah.
Is that is it Kunle? Can you turn on your video and show us? I see you there, but I don't. Yonda, I see your name, but I don't see your video. Can you show us where you are? Perhaps he didn't. And I see Ryan, you have some snow on the ground.
I did.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve, I didn't have too much of walk around because I'm in my house.
Okay.
So I just show you. It's warm. It's not cold. But I didn't know the nature of this. I didn't know the nature of the interaction, so I didn't prepare to actually work out.
That's okay, but I think what you're doing is fine.
I am currently in the house. Okay.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing us your backyard. That's great.
Thanks a lot.
So everybody, in a few minutes, I'm going to send you into rooms with 4 people, so that you can explore rooms with just 4 people, and get a sense of what everybody's seeing. Hang on a second, I just have to unpin, remove spotlight. There we go. Does anybody else want to share anything about where they are? And we have any unusual environments? Looks like Emil.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Here, I reply.
Yeah, Danny.
Are you listening me?
I am.
Yes. How are you? I'm in the backyard of my house. Okay. We are going to the summertime. Okay. It's so hot today. And I would like to show to everybody this tree. This tree is only in Brazil. The right name is jabuticaba. It's a small black fruit. Okay. This is my backyard with a lot of flowers here. Okay. We are in the tropical zone. I can show the orchids. There are a lot of orchids here. This is the orchids. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, a lot. We are now in the spring time and hot time all the time. Okay.
That's lovely.
This is my backyard.
Oh,
there's no snow. Okay.
No snow. Great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you. That's great. What city are you in, Danny? Danny, what?
I'm in São Paulo.
Okay.
São Paulo is the main city of South America. Okay.
Of course. Okay.
Yes, it's not our capital. The capital of Brazil is Brasilia. It's not Buenos Aires.
Right.
Okay.
I know. Thank you. All right, everybody. We are going to.
Thank you.
We are going to open up breakout rooms again. I think I have it this time, so nobody should be left alone. I'm looking through right now to make sure everybody's got a place to go. There may be some rooms with only 3 people in them, but that's okay. We basically want you to do the same thing and share with each other. There'll be, 3 or 4 of you rooms, so make sure everybody has equal time to share what they're seeing. And please take some photos that you can post to our Instagram account so we can share that. We're trying to get to know each other's surroundings. So have a good time. I'm opening all the rooms right now. You have about 15 minutes. Enjoy. So you might have to click a button that says go to breakout room. Emil, I hopefully let you out of your cell. If you've been good, I guess you get time away.
I'm going out of my. Oh.
I can't hear you. Oh, you're in 2 places. That's why.
Emil, we can't hear you.
Emil, there's 2 of you and one of
now
you.
You can. Now you can.
Now we
Hello.
Can.
Hello.
Okay.
Thanks for having me. But well, I'm going outside now, so I will take you outside and on my mobile device.
That'd be great.
But I'm not in the room yet.
You can move to room 11 or 13. I didn't know you were here. I'm in room
11.
Okay, I'm moving you both to room 11. So please move to room 11.
Thank you.
Furkan, there should be a button that shows you in room 9.
I'm actually switching over to a mobile because pouring outside, but I'm going to take the risk.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
good
that's
luck.
what we're all about, risk taking on like WWJ.
Okay, I
So
see.
I'm going to come back and do that then.
I was alone in a room again. Maybe you can move me to another room too.
Okay, that's only because people don't seem to be going to their rooms. There's some people seem to not accepting their assignments. So
Okay.
hang on a second. Right now we've got Danny. You should have had a room assignment. Can you go back to join your room? Oh, it says assigned to here. Hang on a second. I'm going to give you a different room assignment, Danny. I guess you got. I'm going to send you to room 4. Danny, you should get a button for room 4. Kunle, hang on a second, just a second. I gotta assign Kunle to a room. Kunle, I'm assigning you to room 9.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you can go to room 9.
Okay.
Cecile.
Yes, I ended up in the same room with Donna and we were together first time. So can you send me to another one, please?
Yeah, well, there were supposed to be other people in there with Donna. So just a moment, just a moment. I'm going to send you to room 11. Hang on a second, where I'm first, I got to find you. Oh, there you are. Okay, you're going to room 11. You should be able to get a thing from room 11. You see it? There she goes. All right. It's just you and me, Anupa. So Anupa, what city is that? Calcutta that we're seeing in your background?
Yes, you're seeing my city. I thought Emil was here. Maybe
Well, there's
he can,
two.
because he's posted.
Emil's logged in from 2 accounts.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I think, and there's Alonka, she's back with us too. So Alonka's walking down the street. So Alonka, where are you now?
Oh.
Oh, I can't see, it's blocking out because of your background.
Okay, let me just yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit about my city through my mobile phone, which is like mobile in its, yeah. So, yeah, so can you see it?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, so this is parts of the city. And yeah, so it's pretty, let's say, pretty congested at parts, but then there are other places by the river that, you know, you can just go and relax. And so let me see what I can show you. So this is the old part of Calcutta, like where, so this is one of the buildings from the British time. So when Victoria was there, so this is the post office.
Okay.
So,
so you got some lovely architecture.
Yeah, and it's pretty similar. So this is where she used to stay. So this is the Victoria Palace. So it has a very nice museum inside. So this is one of the landmarks of Calcutta. So when you see, let's say, a poster or a you know, something with the city, this is definitely a building that you're going to see.
Okay.
And
what is Calcutta known for? Like, what's the, is there a main industry there or something like that?
So the thing is that the city was built on 4 different hamlets by this person called Job Charnock, and it kind of built out of that. So the way that Calcutta is built, it doesn't have like this urban structuring, you know, so you know, people are kind of building that kind of you know, this new age structure right now. So it's got a very old town you know, feel to it. And we're known for our food because people love to eat love to cook. People love to eat fish. So with people from Calcutta, it's in fish is synonymous. And there's a lot of art, a lot of poetry, a lot of literature, and a lot of people normally sing and paint. So that's what we're known for, not really for the business types.
Are there a lot of performers on the street?
Quite a few. But given the times and the hardships, that kind of history is kind of, coming down.
Sure.
So yeah, so that's okay. Somebody's wanting to.
Donna just came into here. Donna, I'm going to put you in a different room. We have, let's see, I'm checking the time here. We're going to send people to breakout, quads breakout. We'll bring people back in 7 minutes.
Okay.
I'll broadcast a message. 7 minutes left. Hi, Donna. Alonka, were you going back inside? I can't hear you, Alonka.
So yeah, I think we've been seeing some pretty, I think people are quite excited to show their surrounding. And, whether it's just their backyard or whether it's a beautiful building or if they're taking the walk down the, the river. I think it's quite interesting in the way that people are visualizing their, surrounding.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Let me see if I can show you some things. I was going to show you some of my, let's see, give you a sense of what's going on in Washington, D.C. For people who are watching this recording. I'm going to share my screen for a second since I'm not outside. Share screen. Okay, hang on. Here we go. I'm going to show you my Google, my photo album. Do you see here? Do you see this right here? Can you see it, Sanupa?
Yeah, I can.
And Lanka. So that was our Capitol building when it was being renovated. That was a few years ago, but that's where Congress meets, and it was under renovation for some time. That's a picture I took. Let me show you some others. That's the Washington Monument. So this is down on what we call the Mall, kind of downtown Washington. I'm about maybe 5 to 6 miles north of the mall, so maybe about 10 kilometers. I'm about 10 kilometers north of the downtown area, but I'm still in the city. But this is what you see when you go downtown. This is a fountain at one of the museums. We have a lot of we have a big area in the middle of the city or downtown city with lots of monuments and museums along it. This is the bridge called the Memorial Bridge. This connects Virginia to Washington, and it actually connects, when you come across that bridge, you see the Lincoln Memorial, which is one of our most prominent memorials. There's a big statue of Abraham Lincoln in it. And then on the other side, on the Virginia side, is what we call, it's the Arlington Cemetery. It's where a lot of our military dead are buried, especially from the Civil War. It actually was the land owned by General Robert E. Lee's family. And they confiscated that land from his family because obviously he was the general of the Confederates in the Civil War. And so they took his land and turned it into a cemetery for the Civil War dead. And then let me show you some more. That's another close-up view. It's a flower there. Oh, and these are some older pictures of my kids playing soccer or football. If you were in, let me go back here a second because we don't need to do too many of that. This is a seasonal thing we do here. Maybe you see this. This is my son about 5 years ago. When we go choose pumpkins for Halloween, and then we carve them into jack-o'-lanterns. And this is a farm about maybe 30 kilometers north of here, where you can go and choose pumpkins. That's my wife and my son. Yeah. And this baseball, that's another thing that my kids did for a while, though we don't do that much anymore. And here are some holiday photos. That's my sister and her daughter. I'm trying to find, oh, here are some other photos. This is what I'm hoping we will have soon. This is a picture of a park that's just about 1,000 feet that way from me. And in the wintertime, I go, if we get enough snow, I go cross-country skiing there. And you can see the track. So we don't always get enough snow. DC doesn't always get a good winter. I grew up north of here in New York, and I'm a big skier and love winter outdoor sports. So I'm hoping we get snow. Although most people in Washington are big wimps and don't like the snow. Yeah, this is the winter forest near me. Those trees are, we call them tulip poplars. They're very large trees. They're, you know, maybe 35, 40 meters each. This is the Jefferson Memorial. This is also downtown. And that's a view of the Martin Luther King Memorial, which is more recent, about 10 years ago. So I think we're gonna go, oh, Ilanka's experiencing somebody. I'm gonna stop sharing because we're gonna bring everybody back. Are you ready to bring everybody back? And then we're gonna announce next week's thing after some discussion.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. And Anupa, maybe you could post, or did you want me to share the PowerPoint, or do you want to do it?
Yes, if I share the PowerPoint, I can't post the link. So maybe if
Okay.
you could do it.
I'll post the link.
Okay, okay. So
I see the link that you posted already, so I will do that right now when people come back. Ilanka, are you back in the building you started in? I can't hear you.
I couldn't feel my feet anymore.
Okay.
It was too cold.
How cold is it outside?
I don't know. It's not that bad, but it's, well, too long on one place. It is cold.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think just above 0, maybe.
But that's the same building you started in, right?
Yes, I am in the same building.
Now, can you walk to your home from there?
No, I have to take a bicycle.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going by train. So
okay.
After this.
And you take the bike on the train?
No, we have this system in the Netherlands where you can have a bike at any train station. So I have this card.
Yeah, we have that too. We have all these bikes that you just take your phone and unlock the bike and get on it, and they're scattered about the city all over the place. Yeah.
We have that also. That's another system.
Yeah. We have that, and we have the little electric scooters too that people use to get around.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I think we're all back. We are not going to go to breakout rooms anymore. What was that like with 4 people? And anybody who didn't speak earlier have something to share. Colin, I see you finally. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Can you unmute yourself?
Steve, hi, how you doing?
Good. What was it like? Were you showing people your house, or did you get outside?
I was outside. I was walking around my garden, but I had my camera computer in the guinea pig cage for a little while. I'm not sure if anyone noticed that.
I saw
that. But yeah, I think how was it? It was interesting to, as we spoke about in our group, to engage in a much less. Vidcom commented on how it wasn't a problem if the technology didn't work, if we kind of broke up, but it just took it as it came. It was not that the sessions are formal by any means, but it was even less formal. So something about the quality of engagement was different to the normal jam. And being able to tell little minor stories about ourselves and whatever environment we're in, meeting a few partners along the way, that was cool.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Anybody else have something to share about that experience?
Maybe I can connect to that because I was in a group with Colin and Jimena and Gerald, and it was funny because this afternoon I was a bit worried about not having enough data on my phone, and I thought, what am I going to do? And just go into our full garden, cruising between the shed where the bikes sleep and our rubbish bins. That little accident when my husband rushed in with a noisy rubbish bins, excuse me for that. And I thought, oh, but it's like, it's all about putting things into context. I don't mind being in that awkward space, because it's still, it's not a beautiful walk or anything like it, but it's the fact of, well, being under different circumstances outside changes the setting. It gives you, I was more relaxed at concert. When tech broke down, I couldn't understand them half the time, and I thought, well, doesn't matter, I don't mind. And yeah, it was still very nice. And it was nice to be outside because it was a long office day, and I thought that's more relaxed, and yeah, I like that.
Oh, good. Thank you, Wieke. Anybody else have something to share?
Yes, Steve, I do have a question. I wonder, how does it feel when you are sitting and talking to somebody who is walking? How does it affect that your feeling of connection?
I will tell you, I was standing still and I was getting to see Ilonka's feed from Rotterdam. And well, two things. I was really thankful that I was getting to kind of experience another place and get a tour of Rotterdam. I've never been there. Actually, I have been there. It was a long time ago and I was there very briefly. But her telling me some of the, elements of the city and talking about the port and the building where she works, that was really interesting. It also made me a little jealous because I was like, oh, I wish I was outside, but I have to control everything from here on the computer because it's a nice day out. So, but I was glad to learn. I mean, for me, I like learning about other people's lives. So I really like this connection, people talking about their surroundings and their cities and their homes. That just makes everybody more human, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Mark Bolick and I did a training the other day for a corporate client that wants to know how to do better meetings, online meetings. And one of the things we talk about is trying to connect the physical through the virtual. And even though these are corporate finance people, they have to do some exercises to acknowledge, the fact that they're in a bedroom, or, their kid's playing trombone next door, or the dog is barking, and then that's okay to acknowledge that and not try to seem like you're in this staid corporate environment all the time. We have to acknowledge each other's humanity and our weaknesses and our flaws while we're in this virtual environment, because we're not making that transition to work anymore like we used to, where we dress up and we commute and we go into an office where everybody behaves a certain way. It's kind of broken down some barriers, and you need to actually, I think, deliberately break down those barriers in some of these spaces. So I think this is allowing us to do that a little more. Any reactions to that or thoughts on that?
I had just like a thought on what you had previously said, Steve, on when you mentioned you had been in Rotterdam briefly and then seeing Ilonka. I think that it's like a special feeling being in a place where you've been, as like Yunien when she was showing the sculptures in Schwedingen. I hope I said it right, maybe not. But still, like, there's like, even like, to me, it has been like stronger special feeling, different from seeing somewhere else. Or so there's like different connection as well.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, I think I was like being shared with Wieke and Colin, while Colin was walking a little bit more and showing us more, I was just like, yeah, I'm going on a trip with him. Or yeah, this is closeness.
Yeah. Yeah, it brings to mind. I mean, I do calls sometimes from my phone, but taking people on a walk or maybe having walking meetings. That's something that I used to do in person when I was in an office. I'd take a colleague out and we'd walk around and meet, but maybe that's something we need to do more to get out of our homes. So we're running low on time. We're going to have backstage soon. For any of you who are new to this, we keep the Zoom open for 30 minutes after the top of the hour so that people can just have a discussion and we can continue this discussion. But before the end of this formal session, we want to introduce next week. And is Arna or Michael there? And Anupa, can you show the slide for?
I'm sharing the slides.
Oh, look at you.
And Arna, tell us about your session next week.
Yeah, so next week we're going to explore what constellations are all about. So Michael Thorley and myself. Michael is quite an expert in constellations and embodiment. And basically, if you are interested in, maybe you have experience with constellations, and or maybe you have, like myself, only recently been exposed to it and worked with it. I think it's going to be an interesting session. It's going to be quite hands-on. So we're going to do stuff. Yeah. I highly recommend that you're going to join this one. It's probably the best Wednesday web jam so far. So
rubbish.
Right, okay. Arna,
you're not biased, Arna, are you?
Arna,
well, you did ask him to promote it, right?
Yeah. Well,
Are you sure?
Look, I have a green screen. I don't know what to do with it, but I have a green screen. People told me to have a green screen. I have one. Now, what do I do with it? I don't know. Why does it need to be?
Put something interesting on it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just supposed to be green.
No, it is, but.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So Arna, I actually don't. When you say constellation, I think of Orion, or we call it like the Big Dipper, or Cassiopeia, or something like that. Can you? What does constellation mean in the organizational sense?
Yes. Come and see next week and you'll find out.
You're not going to give it away. Okay.
It's really cool. By the way, I mean, Michael's not here, but so he's the expert on this. I've worked with it in a more like a systems thinking kind of a sort of ecosystem kind of a way, where you think about stakeholders and people around you. And if people were part of my session, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, about psychological safe space. So it's very much connected to that. But I've seen Michael do some really magical things with the constellations. That's why I thought we should really do something here. And it's connected to a training program that I'm developing with him. So it's an experiment to see, what's going to work. What do you think? I'm really curious for people who are have no experience with constellations. How do you actually experience it? So I would say just come. And don't expect anything, and let yourself just go with the flow.
You said it would be the best ever, so you've raised my expectations.
It is. I know it is, because
But how can I not expect everything if I'm expecting the best?
And we are all expecting you guys here. So the link is in the chat. So since all the bars are raised high, please come back next jam session to see who's the star.
Well, look, it's the top of the hour for us here on the east coast of the US. It's lunchtime. I actually have to duck out and drive one of my children to their school to drop off an assignment. It's going to go on for the next half hour. I'm going to switch over the host function to, I think, Anupa. Is that okay, Anupa?
Yes, sure.
Okay, I'm going to make Anupa the host. And then
stop recording, Steve.
I'm going to stop recording.
Awesome.
And
thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for coming. I hope you enjoyed this experiment of going mobile. I should have queued up the Who song on going mobile. but
yeah.
I'm just giving you that idea that that would be a great song, Going Mobile by the Who. But